that car that a friend of mine is selling. Did they say
Okay.
anything?
No, they didn't say
No.
anything to me. No, I didn't talk about that to them.
Okay, okay. When are they coming out here? What day?
They're coming out on, she said, 3 weeks from today.
Oh, really?
You got
Okay.
your
Well,
video on.
hang on, I'll put it on. But listen, I'll tell you, I'm sitting in a towel around me, and
Just show
I'm
me your
just
head. That's all I need. Is only your face.
okay. Is it. Is that okay? It's probably a bit dark. It's a bit dark in this lounge. Is that okay?
Oh, no, that's fine. I can see you. That's wonderful. That's
Okay.
wonderful. I can see you. Okay,
I can see you in the office. Yeah.
it's not very clear, but it's okay.
Is
Um,
it?
yeah, yeah. Okay, Faith, I'm not gonna keep you for too long, but
Yeah.
I wonder if we can just get straight into it.
Yes.
Just 1 minute. Let me just Queen. Sorry, my Queen. I'm busy. Okay. Yeah, if we can just get into it and then it'll go quicker. Okay, Faith, the
Yeah.
questions were to what extent and how did I influence your learning during
Yeah.
during Bible studies, during my sermon, during whatever. So just talk about how did I, if I influenced you, or if you
Yeah.
influenced me, and maybe just share some
Yeah.
things about it.
Well, I certainly wouldn't be able to say to you, tell you anything about how I might have influenced you. But I think I can say how you influenced me is that, first of all, regarding your sermons, I always found them very inspirational. I listened, I hung on every word. I think every Sunday that you preached, I used to tell you I loved your sermon. I really found that your sermons, I think, captured everybody in the service. But apart from that, I was always very, very moved and interested in your sermons. That and possibly I took note of things you said and tried to follow a little bit more closely, follow the way I should be living. Does that help you at all regarding
Yeah,
your sermon?
yeah. Anything that you can remember about some of the sermons that would make you feel that way?
Oh, Delisha, my memory is is not so great. I battle to remember things. I just remember, I think you threw something at us once. Did you throw beans or you threw something at us once? That was quite like startling. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember
Uh,
that one.
you know, yeah, I can't remember the content because my memory is not great. I just
Okay.
know that at the time and perhaps for a little while after, it stayed with me. And but you know what? As I say, I'm getting old and my memory doesn't isn't so good, that I
Not a
can
problem. Okay.
remember actually what you said, but you definitely did with your sermons. You influenced us, well, influenced me on a very large scale, to a great extent. Yeah.
Okay. Um, um, uh, a little bit about any other role and influence that I've had in your let me say your spiritual education, your Christian education.
Well, in our Bible study groups, you know what, Alicia, well, I'm not talking for Dennis. I'm talking for myself now.
Okay.
I have, I have not always been that religious about reading my Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I used to try and read the daily readings that appeared in the lectionary.
Yeah.
Are you? Oh, okay, no, it's just your picture's gone all funny. It's fine. It's obviously just reception. Um, I found that that was quite difficult for me, and what I have started to do is reading the Bible. It's probably the wrong way totally to read it, but I'm starting to read it from Genesis to Revelation.
Okay.
Perhaps chapter at a time. And even that, I haven't been that religious about reading it. But you told me I should think about getting the Faith for Daily Living or something. You used to send me little verses. I've started getting the Faith for Daily Living, and I'm trying to read that on a daily basis. And there's some days that everything is just so full place for me, what I'm reading in that little day, so applies to me. And then I do, not always, but I try and read a little verse that appears with that. So as far as influencing my spiritual life, it's definitely, you've improved it. It's moving along. It may be a bit slow, but it is definitely moving. And I do pray on a very regular basis. And I find that I've just finished praying now, in fact, after I spoke to you.
Okay.
And I feel that I just feel a whole lot better. I feel like God has really got his arms around me when I'm finished praying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just feel happy that, and I don't think I would have been as religious about doing this if you weren't constantly reminding us that this is what we must be doing. Even though you know that you've got to do it. In fact, it's something you have to be reminded of all the time. And I just feel that you've been a very good influence on my prayer life, that if I think about you, I think guilty if I haven't prayed. You know what I'm saying? Sounds weird, I know, but it's like that, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if that, and we've learned at Bible study, I mean, all right, this is all to do with your research, but we've had good social time together as well as a Bible study, which is something that we've grown to really enjoy and appreciate, and it's something we will miss when we leave here, So I don't know if that's enough for you, or if you want to ask.
No, that's wonderful. That's wonderful, Faith. Thank you so much for your time and your input. And as I say, I'll be in touch with you, and I'll show you some of the stuff as I've used it. You need to send me your consent form. Maybe just print it and sign it, and then I'll collect it from you on Sunday. Okay.
I think I've got it. I've printed it out.
Okay.
So I must have it, and I'll bring it along to you. But I just hope that what I've said to you, I felt very inadequate to answer these questions. So I just hope that maybe something I've said there might come in handy to you at all.
Why do you feel inadequate?
Because I don't think it's as quite as much as you might have liked to hear from me. I don't know.
No, I just wanted to hear your experience, how you felt by interacting with me, and in any way did I influence you. And because I was very influenced by you and Dennis, because your passion and your love and your example that you set for us in the church, I always admire. And that's why I must admit, I am very sad that you are not going to be with us anymore, because I've learned so much from you. And I've always seen you and Dennis as such strong, good people there for us. We'd laugh and tease and joke, and we just used to have so much good times together.
Yeah. Well, we've managed to get through 50 years together, so it must mean something.
And I mean, you were such friends.
Yeah, I think, you know what, that's been quite important. You've got to actually be friends. We were probably friends before we ever, long before we became serious about one another. We were friends. And I just think that always played a very big part in our relationship.
Okay.
We're still friends, you know, we still a lot alike and talk about, we understand one another so well, you know.
Okay.
He's my best friend, you know, that's the
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, but thank you so much. Thanks, Faith. All the best. Have a good
Sorry,
day. No problem. It was
if that's
wonderful.
just as I say, I hope it was enough for you, but
Thank you so
yeah,
much.
good luck, hey,
Thanks.
and we'll see
Okay,
you soon.
thanks. Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.